considering everything, it wasn't that bad. Not too bad. There's only so many things that you can control.
Very true.
Only so many.
Very true.
Oh, good evening and thank you. Good evening and thank you. Good to see everybody. Thank you for everybody spending the night with us, partially and whole. I know there's other shows like Mythic Legions. They got like a show now. They're showing everything right now. What's up? I've been on social media for 2 weeks. Come Friday. Actually, must be nice. Actually, nice though. I do miss the Mezco group chat and Paige group. Well, thank you, man. Hope that you're feeling better, man. Hey, awesome, Adam. How you doing? And Paul. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Cece.
Good
How
to be
you
here.
doing?
Good to be here.
Yeah. We are down a member. Life stuff, things happen. So want to make sure I send something out to him. Say, hey man, hope everything is good. Hope you're doing good. Hope the family's good. The show must go on. So let's start. Hello everyone, my name is Paige. Welcome to episode 212 of the Hangout, where we give you positive insight into the world of collecting. Very chill and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I'm joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Boom 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 Cece.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being on. What if I said to you it's going to be a short show?
I would not be surprised with the technical difficulties we've had already. my fingers and toes are all crossed.
It is a pain in my asshole. God, this is horrible. At the top, it says beta. And so they have this nice little feature here. Watch this. Let's see if it'll work. Right? So you click this button, you toggle it. Because we're all learning together. And allegedly, somebody, if they type a comment, it's supposed to come up. So, I don't know. Somebody typed something. It's supposed to actually show up live. I'll do it. Hi. Yeah. Well, this might be a gift and a curse. See it down there? So tiny. But I guess it's the unfiltered Twitch stream kind of stuff.
Oh,
yeah. See how it works? Like gotta kind of be careful with it. Yeah, but then you're just kind of like throwing caution to the wind. So,
yeah, nobody gets.
But I mean, it's cool. I don't know how large that is, but anyway. But it's a new feature, and evidently that feature locks everything else out. So technology has a technology taste. Yeah. Short show. Not a lot happened this week, but there was enough. Anything interesting happen with you?
No, it's been a pretty quiet week for me, which I'll take. I'll take quiet anytime.
Can you hear me? No?
I can. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Is the audio working?
I can hear you.
Is it me or is it somebody else?
I definitely hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How was your week? Good?
Good. 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 I was just saying it's been quiet. I'll take a quiet week when I can get one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear it. I was like, it just went blank. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's pondering. He said we can hear you both. Maybe there's a lag.
And I'm telling you, everything is real glitchy tonight. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah,
everything is very glitchy.
Yeah, they said we can hear both of you. So we'll push on and see how much of this gets messed up. Dude, I wish there was another alternative besides StreamYard. I'm not a fan right now at all. But anyway, all right. So let's get to some stuff. Very low week in toy news, but there were a couple of things that happened. GCC 2025. In case you don't know, they are doing New York Comic Con pre-sales. So for anybody that's willing to brave the future, not knowing, they're going to be putting tickets on sale. If you're a super fan, it'll be June 6th. pretty much for everybody that has money. And then on June 15th, they'll have the fan verification sale. And then they'll have the general, average Joes on the 25th. Most of the time, if you want to go to any of these events, you got to get these tickets like right then and there. Are you going?
No, I'd love to. I'd
Come
love
on.
to. One day. That's definitely on the bucket list. I got to get to a big one day.
It's right there, man. We're just so close.
A hop, skip, and a jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even gone to C2E2. That one's the one that's really no excuse for me not to go. I mean, I'm 90 minutes from Chicago. There's really no reason for me not to go to that one at least.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that one too. Do they have
I
it
do
this
think
year?
that one's more comic related than it is, toys though.
Yeah.
C2E2 is very comic heavy.
Are they doing it this year?
Yeah, they do it every year.
Okay.
I think they've already had it this year. I think I already missed it for this year. It's early. I think it's like March.
Yeah, everything. It's hard to keep up. There've been so many conventions lately. Like I saw some of the highlights from IshCon. And a lot of friends and said they went to that and they said it was a lot of fun. New York Comic Con is 4.5 hours away from me. I have yet to go. One day I'll make it. It's fun, man. It's cool. It's got a different feel to it. But in case you are wondering if you want to go to this, VIP will only cost you $800.
Well, that's a steal. What does that get you?
A lot of stuff. It gets you this cool ass pen that they're going to be putting out.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of like the regular stuff. You get to skip all the lines. They'll have the VIP section where you just you've been to cons, right?
No.
So if you wanted to get a signature from whoever, you would stand in this long ass line.
Oh, so
It's
you
like
can skip those?
yeah, they'll put you in a separate line, but it's kind of like Express
Yeah.
Pass, and you'll go and you'll get that stuff. I mean, you get discounts. Mainly, it's a line jumping thing, in my
See, to me,
opinion.
that's dangerous because they're essentially giving you an $800 license to spend as much money as you possibly want.
Yeah,
Whereas the lines kind of protects you from yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you say to yourself, "Oh man, I got to stand another 4-hour line," I'll just
yeah.
pass. But if I can just go right to the front, then it's only me and the wallet, mano y mano. I don't need that.
Yeah, it's JB said is it $800 a day or all week? I'm pretty sure it's all week.
Is there at least a pizza involved?
But yeah, I didn't want to put everything up because I'm like, how many people are really gonna get VIP? Especially nowadays, it's like,
It's free pizza.
but
That's like
VIP,
$100 value.
yeah. But I tell you what though, it's I do it with Universal like all the time. Go to Halloween Horror Nights and I say every single time I gotta shell out money for the Express Pass, I go, God, this is so much money. I can't believe I'm doing this. And then the first line every time I walk by everybody that's waiting in line and I go, oh, worth every penny.
That was
Every
Halloween.
penny. Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh,
You usually go
horror.
like every year.
Oh,
Yeah,
horror.
horrors. Horror. Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, I say, wow, it's only
There's
$800.
like a whole bunch of houses. Well, last year, yeah, for this, yeah. So I've only done VIP for a con one time, and I didn't. All I used it for was to get Robert England's signature on that Freddy figure
Mm.
because it would have been like 4 years that I missed out on trying to get it. And he doesn't come here a lot, so. But yeah, don't quote me. It's $800 a day. But if they have other packages too. You could do the 4-day pass. You get access to everything. This lists everything that you'll get. You pretty much, allows you to walk around, bump into smelly people. And then they had, of course, technical, right?
Stay calm.
Let's see if we can get out of this. Is it showing up? Oh, it's showing up there. So, and then you could do it individual days, $80 each. and then that's not including, yeah, exactly. That's not include. So you'll get in line, but that's not including the signature fee you'll get for your items. And those
Autographs
prices
got
can
very
vary
expensive.
from each person, as in terms of like movie star, comic, anime, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
that stuff's gotten expensive.
that's a giant
What's the most you've
signature
paid for a
ticket.
signature so far?
But then you got each day was probably about $80. So and Saturday and Sunday. So anyway, but yeah, if you want to go to New York, I don't think they've listed people that are going to be there yet, but I would definitely try to get your tickets now. San Diego, I think, is already sold out, but if you're trying to go to New York, I would definitely try to do it now. Oh, while this is slow loading, you can also bring the kitties there. Put a hat on. Hey, Chu, how you doing? Cece, what can I do to talk you into going in New York?
Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. I can't get time off to save my life, but I wish I could. I'd love to go.
Oh no, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You can't hear me?
Is it lagging?
I can definitely hear you. Can you hear me in the
I can't hear
comments?
you.
Is it my audio? Somebody drop a comment. Let me know.
Now I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Now I can. He said we can hear you both. So when that happens, I'll just play it off and we'll keep going.
It's so weird. It's so weird, man. We've
I
never had
can't.
this many issues.
Yeah, I know what it
There
is.
is lag. It's weird.
Yeah, 2 good episodes, and then all these things start happening to mess
Yeah.
everything up. I'm like, yeah, shadow, shit, or whatever.
I had asked you when I don't think you could hear me, but what's the most expensive signature you've paid for so far? You don't have to say how much, but who was it? Uh-oh. I may have to start typing my comments in.
Oh, oh my God. Who was it? I think Miller. Oh, they are. Oh, it's neither of you on our end. Well, that's good. We'll just play it off and nobody will. It was between Miller
Ooh, it's real bad right now.
and he gave you a bunch of comics that he signed, and you can do a picture or something. And Robert England was like around $200. So
Can't tell if it's your connection page or it's mine, but it's like really bad right now.
oh,
Like I'm not getting any audio. I just lost a picture. Uh-oh. We lost him. Which is weird because I think I'm still here. It wouldn't be a hangout without technical issues. That's the charm of it. So we tell ourselves. Oh man, well, hopefully Paige will get back on here in a second. We'll give him a minute. Try and sort out his issues. He's probably dropping some F-bombs currently. I'm sure the language is pretty spicy. He did, unattended. You're never supposed to leave the kids unattended. It's what Kevin felt like, probably. Oh man. So what do you guys in the comments have fun to share for this week? Anybody get anything cool they picked up? Anything cool? I have been playing with this this Maximized Spider-Man still since last week, since I opened him. He's still pretty cool. I'm trying to decide to myself if it's still $50 cool or not. But I must admit, in the past week, I picked up that Punisher War Journal, the 2-pack, him and Bushwhacker. That's a really, really good figure. Really, really good figure. Like, I kept thinking, man, they should do a maximized Punisher, but to me, that's as maximized as they get. That thing is really, really good. So consider you could get that. I think that 2-pack retailed for $57, I think, was the retail on that one. Maybe $54. $54.99, I think was the retail on that 2-pack. Compared to $50 for one figure, that's a tough push. Tough push. Crab Louie, a few folks got. Mythic Legions in the mail from Molotov. MC pulled the plug. You can't put anything past MC.
What is going on?
I can hear you momentarily, but I think your video is still frozen, Paige. Now you're moving. Can you hear me? Tell Ann to stream the porn later. She's eating up all the bandwidth.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Everything's off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear you clearly now.
Yeah, I got off of the Wi-Fi, but none of this other stuff is working. They're just trying to hold it down, man. They don't want me to succeed. It's okay. Thank you for picking that up. Let's see here. What were you talking about? I don't want to jump in.
We were just talking about the what everybody picked up this week so far, and a few folks got Crab Louie, some Mythic Legions, Woodford. That's been one of those pleasant Mezco surprises, it would seem. It's one of those figures that a lot of people got it.
What?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like everything's kind of going now. No, not right there. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I don't have my notes and everything. All right, we're back. Looks like everything is good. Thank you for sticking by. I know MC's like this. He's just like, we'll show them. All right, let's share this, and then we'll be back on track. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
All right, yeah. I'm
Just
sure
much better. Seems to be a solid connection. But you see you're not on Wi-Fi now?
No, I just went with the phone, and everything else is off. I don't know what's going on, but it's not showing. Oh, there it is. There's a little delay, I guess. Anyway, I'll figure it out. It's my fault for just going, yeah, you know what? I know what I'm doing. And I'll just get on there. Oh, gosh. But anyway. Did it leg up? Is it up? Okay, good. All right, cool. All right, so because and effect. We already talked about this kind of stuff. You know, I don't know if you saw this, but this was kind of a shocker. This is a article I saw from Action Figure Insider, and it said that Super 7 had to let some of the people that work with them. I think there's a couple freelance, and there's also some uh, probably some established positions, but they got let go. Deep cuts.
Seems to be a lot of that going around, man.
Yeah.
A lot of that going around. It's kind of scary. I'm on I serve on a board for our local community action agency.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're a 501c3 federally funded. And so if this bill goes through as planned, it'll just shut them down.
What?
And yeah, because it's all from the federal budget, what they call the Community Services Block Grant.
Mm-hmm.
And with this latest proposal, they zero out that grant. So, these people do like utility assistance, rental assistance,
Mm-hmm.
Home ownership counseling, weatherization. We have a few homeless shelters that we have. All kinds of services we provide. And if that bill goes through, that's it. It's just done.
Yikes.
Scary. It's scary.
Yeah. I know that they were doing some discussions last night and today about, certain things. I just saw how this is kind of touching the toy community. I'm like, ooh, gosh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's sad. I know a lot of people are they're working, whether it's freelance or it's established positions. They all have families to support. And I know some people kind of went with that with their dream job and said, yeah, I'm gonna work with this company. I'm gonna quit doing what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I feel bad for them, and I hope that they're able to bounce back really quick. I hope everything gets figured out. But it's very interesting to see that kind of stuff.
Puts things in perspective when everything goes on. I know you especially say all the time, they're just toys, but it really puts it into perspective, man, how important these are in the big scheme of things.
Yeah, when it gets to that, I mean, yeah, it's yeah, it's oof, that's life changing.
Yeah.
Two goats, one ball.
Yeah.
Turns out, Michael Jordan's coming back, but not in the way you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's it supposed to debut? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm wondering how that's gonna go. I don't see him being like a sideline reporter. I see him in studio.
I don't even see him in studio.
What? He's gonna be just at his house?
Like I can't imagine. Michael Jordan seemed to be so reclusive. Like I just can't imagine him going this public and kind of opening himself up to ridicule. Like that just doesn't seem to fit the character to me. Just all of a sudden,
nobody's gonna say anything to him, man.
I would hope not, because he doesn't seem to be the type. You know what I mean? Like I just can't imagine him and Charles, or they got Dwight Howard on TNT or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. Michael Jordan, Kenny, and Charles just suit. I don't know. I don't. It just.
Isn't Ernie supposed to leave? I'm not. Ernie, the main one. Is he supposed to?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think all of their contracts are a little up, but I think they're just changing channels, right? Because they're going from TNT to ESPN or something.
Yeah, I see him being a royal guest. He gets there. There's not going to be any of that playing around.
Yeah.
At least for the first season until they kind of like get chemistry going.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be any impromptu. I would imagine that he'll almost have like talking points like in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be it. You'll get him out of there, then they'll move on with the normal show. But yeah, I just can't imagine that guy potentially opening him up for any sort of criticism. He's too competitive.
Yeah. And maybe like I said, when it smooths over in a year or two, they'll have like some trust built up in a relationship. But no, he'll be like Brady. You know how, don't.
Yeah.
He said, watching the Knicks game with my boys, and I can't stay, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a once in a lifetime thing right now. No offense. They're going deep.
Once in a lifetime with the Knicks, yeah.
Dang, man. It don't happen often.
While it lasts, yeah.
Yeah, take it when you get it. But Yeah, evidently he's coming back, and then from what I understand, it's a rumor, of course, but LeBron will retire, and they're gonna have their own two goat show.
That would be incredible.
It would be
Incredible.
hilarious, man. I can't see either one of them doing that though.
I don't know, I got a bunch of text messages. I want to leave it with text.
Oh, well,
Man.
you get her Tanya, so I listened to her get mad. That's all. Okay.
Captain Clarence. So Disney Plus, they're gonna have Brave New World. That's coming. That was quick, thankfully. Be watching that.
Yeah.
You said you recommended it, right? So
I enjoyed it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, I really want to see this. I'm looking forward to it. So mark your calendars for that. Every rose has its thorn. So Pete Rose and my boy, Shoeless Joe Jackson, they lifted the ban on them from being
I don't agree with
inducted.
this.
You don't?
I don't agree with this. That man waited his entire life to get that recognition, and you wait for him to die.
That's what I mean. Isn't that
You know what I
ironic?
mean? Like, you're not doing it for him. You're doing it, for your own conscience at that point. No,
Mhm.
no. I
Yeah,
think it's so wrong. So wrong.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how the families feel about that, because they know what that would have meant to him to happen while he was alive. You wait for the guy to die to do it? Come on.
Yeah. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what
No,
I
you put
wanted.
me on the spot.
There we go, a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, that's bad, man. Can you imagine that you have this Hall of Fame career, you have like a little slip up,
Yeah.
and then you get banned,
Yeah.
and then when you pass away, they say, "Yeah, let him in. He's invited."
Yeah. See, I don't understand that. I'd love for somebody to explain to me why all of a sudden, because he died, it was less of a problem.
Maybe, I'm sure it has to do with like revenue and business and stuff like that. You can't have like one of the greatest hitters.
It's like them basically saying, "Well, we're going to let you have it, but you're not going to live to see it." You know how morbid that is to say to somebody? Yeah, we're
Mhm.
going to let you have it, but you're just not going to live to see it.
Well,
That's not right. And then, so now they'll do all these things, and you'll have Pete Rose Day at the ballpark and all that stuff, like you said, and they'll profit off of it after he's dead. Nah, it's no.
You don't think that they'll hit the family off with some royalty money?
Well, I'm sure they will. But who's negotiating that deal and all? It's just not right.
No.
All right. Like people get really upset. Somebody famous dies or whatever, and then all of a sudden people are like, flipping their autographs and things like that because they're gone.
Yeah.
Like to me,
Yeah.
this is the same thing.
Am I supposed to be over here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting to me. Just my opinion. I have a strong one apparently about it, but it's just my opinion. If you won't let me in while I'm live, don't put me in there posthumously. That's no.
What was
Now,
the
if I'd
whole
have
thing
died young and you just didn't get a chance, that's one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I would have passed away before the 5 years or whatever, so you didn't have a chance to put me in, but you had more than enough opportunities to do the right thing. So don't do it now.
Wasn't the whole thing with him, the betting, was it on his own games? I can't remember.
I don't think they ever really proved that it was on his own games. I think they just assumed, but there was nothing like, I think he had always said he never bet on anything that, he could directly influence.
Mm-hmm. That's something too. It's been so long.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
Yeah.
So this is stuck again, obviously. The next one I had was I don't know why it's not working. But the next one I had was Red Bone Mamba. That was your boy Jason Tatum getting injured.
Should have never done those Superman commercials.
I don't think he should have been yelling Kobe every time he shot.
No,
He was like, Kobe. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, don't do that, bro. Don't do it. But evidently, I had the graphic for it. It's not coming up, but evidently he wants to be like Kobe so bad that he injured his Achilles, which Kobe did in
Yeah.
2013 with 3 minutes, 8 seconds left, and he duplicated.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you're gonna miss a bunch of shots, you should at least nail the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
It's probably the best thing to do. If you're chatting, I apologize. A technical difficulty, as always. StreamYard. I'm gonna email them. I'm like, yo, I pay money for this. And
Yeah.
it crashes every single time.
Yeah.
But that's the tradition, right? It's got to be first it was the audio and then it was this stuff. Now it's not even working. So we'll just move on. The next one I had was the Shadow Nose, and that was Gridiron putting up their Shadow Hound. Did you see that?
I did. It looks
They
pretty
had
nice.
the loadout and everything. How much did that come up to? I forgot.
I don't remember. Yeah, don't give me the line on that one, man. I know that the Hound thing was fairly expensive. What, in around $270 or something like that?
Yeah,
For
I think so.
Somewhere in that ballpark, I seem to remember.
Yeah. And then you had the add-on. That was crazy. So it looks really good. And I can't see anything. It's not working. And then the next one I had was excuse me. Horsemen. They're doing, I saw a video today. Their truck came in, and I guess is that the All-Star Wave, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did I lose you? Yeah. They had that. Yeah, they had that. And then they also had their the Infinity Legions, the Infinite Line, I guess they announced that too.
It's going to be interesting. You got a lot going.
Yeah. And then I screenshot that thing and sent it to you guys just because I'm not deep into Legions, but we all can see who is. And I saw that one guy, I guess he had just bought the Wave. And what was it? It was like $400 or $500 for all of those figures. I was sitting there thinking to myself, I go, that's a lot right now. And I'm wondering if people are going to kind of like taper back with some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going up. But yeah, they got that. And then breaking news was Shy won MVP. Congrats to him.
Yeah.
And then
It was a pretty big announcement.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be somebody else.
Well, I really thought it would be Jokic, because if you look at Jokic's numbers, he had better numbers this year than he did his previous MVP years.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think it just kind of gets to the point where you just can't give it to the guy every year. You know what I mean? Like Jokic just does what he does every year. So you can't give it to him every year. So let's give it to somebody else. But
why not?
If you look at the numbers, it's pretty crazy the year that guy has had.
Yeah, but why not? Why not let them? If you're doing that, if you did that well, why not?
Yeah.
Somebody will say, you don't let people do that for the banner of the week, Paige.
Yeah.
I had three people message me about that. They were like, how come I can't win every week? I said, it's just so it's like you said, so it's fair. So other, I'm sure I'll get like a little message and say, you want Jokic to win the MVP every single year, but you won't let me win banner of the week.
Yeah.
It's so hard to like get people to like participate in that. It's so easy, but you know what I mean? Like you want to try to give everyone a fair shot, I remember like 2 years ago, somebody messaged me and said, I'd love to do it, but it's always seems like it's the same people that keep winning. And I go, yeah, I get it. And they're like, and you know, and sometimes I think those things are like visual. You know how somebody votes on something and you just see it going away and they're like, yeah, I'll vote for that too.
Yeah.
And then there's no catching it. So, but that's basketball. This is something else. I'm trying to get this to come up. Well, and then Mezco. Some Mezco news. I think probably the biggest thing this week has been the mystery packages just showing up and people are just getting figures, except for the people that won contests. Did you message them?
I did.
Good.
I did message.
I'm
I didn't get a
hoping they get back
response,
to
but yeah.
because it was the Halloween one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping
The
that they'll take care
horror
of
one. Horror.
horrors. I'm hoping that they'll take care of you because dude, I know you waited a while. I think I had an image, but the guy that won the this is coming back, so hopefully we'll get to the chat here in a second. But the guy that won 112 Day, and that was pretty much like what 5 months ago.
Yeah.
He was able to get his stuff. The good thing about it, he had some current figures, you know, ones
That was
that
a nice
were.
package you got. Very nice.
I counted. Did you see 12, or is it just me?
It was. I didn't think to count, but I was just looking at everything that was on there. That was really nice stuff.
I looked and I'm like, I only saw 11, and I'm like, did he get shortchanged or did he just hide like a really good one?
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to like. My boy used to say that. Stop counting my pockets, Paige. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with the delay. Hopefully, this will come up. Ooh, we don't want that. Mute. There we go. Hopefully, this will work now. Yeah, that came out. So if you have prize packs or Mezco Monday stuff and you haven't gotten it yet, I would highly recommend just shooting them another message and saying, hey, I was supposed to win this contest at this time. I haven't heard anything. I saw that people are getting their stuff, and I just wanted to check on mine. Hopefully, they'll be able to take care of you with that. Skip. I was trying to think what else happened with Mezco. I don't know if you heard, but they got John Wick Chapter 5 coming out. Would you do a John Wick, a redo? I know I've asked you before. But
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this ballerina movie plays out.
it looks good.
It does. He's in it. So I'm just kind of wondering about the time frame here or what we're looking at.
Yeah.
I think from what I was hearing, she was explaining it like this is supposed to have been between the third and fourth movie, I guess. So this is a little bit of a prequel.
Yeah, because doesn't he die in the fourth one? I can't remember. Didn't he die at the end?
Well, they allude to it. I don't think he is.
Yeah, it was the whole Superman coffin shake kind of thing. This thing looks really good.
The dog reacting is what kind of made me think that he was.
The dog peed on the grave and then he like he did Freddy and he comes alive and he just comes back.
Yeah.
I only bought a few from the All-Star Waves. Oh, but he stayed. He's like, I gotta watch this train wreck real quick. He's like,
Can't just look away, right?
He did. He was like, at least, you know what it was? It was probably because I made fun of the Knicks. He's like, oh yeah, really, Karma? Karma's like, you want to see a train wreck? Watch this show. Boom. Yeah. Was it? Wait, no, I never have it again. If it means something. Yeah, I was just catching up with the chat. Valerie. Yeah. So this is, I guess. So you said it's coming in between 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wouldn't mind if they did it. Before I was kind of apprehensive, but they've had some other stuff, and maybe there'd be some confidence in that if they did another John Wick. You know?
I like the John Wick movies. To me, it's one of the things you just can't overthink them. It's just, it's just action fun. That's all it is. Don't take it too serious,
Yeah. He said he's going now. He said it's not
Yeah.
crashing and burning.
It's kind of like a modern day Western.
Yeah, it is. I like it. I think he found his niche.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind another figure, maybe one that's updated, especially with all the stuff that they've done now. So
I would love a new John Wick figure.
yeah. Yeah, I would do it.
I like the
I
old
would
one,
do
but I'd love a new one.
it. Yeah.
The old one,
I, look at this. I thought this is oh yeah. This also went up. I was looking for this for the longest time.
Yeah.
And if you want it, you can go. I checked at 8 o'clock. If you want this figure, it's still available at Walmart. It's pre-order. They don't take money. And as soon as I saw this, I like the character. We talked about it before,
Yeah.
but I saw these little accessories, and I go, oh, this would go great with Atticus Doom. So it has a double purpose. With Karina. Oh, the Dead Boys. Oh, this went up for pre-order. It's a Living Dead doll. Probably one of the most iconic Dracula movies, maybe? Vampire movie? I like this movie. I had a huge crush on that girl. Star.
Yeah.
Remember her? What's your name? She's like, Star. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
man. It's like, what is going on? That shit is hot. Now that I think back, the movie wasn't that great, but it was for its time.
Yeah, it doesn't age well. It's not one of the things you can really go back and watch now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Especially with the, no offense, the two Corys.
yeah.
I was watching, man, I didn't watch the rest of them because you know how they have the spin-off ones.
Yeah.
I was like, but as soon as I saw this, of course, it gets you thinking.
Yeah.
They got the license. Would they do like a 112 version? And then I start thinking about it, I go, does that make sense? Because could you really do the other characters? I don't know.
Right.
So, but it would be cool to have like a vampire figure,
Yeah.
kind of go with the other stuff. What's that? Wife told me she wants that. I'll be getting it. Yeah, it looks cool, man. I thought it was cool. But I took out the clown stuff, the Five Points Mask. I threw this in there because I have the 112 version. I'm happy that they came down on the price of these. They were doing sets, and I like the sets, but when you like some of those sets, because they're in like blister cards. I have to double check with this one, but this looks cool. Yeah, so see, there's a blister card, right? And my OCD won't let me open it. So it's almost like you're buying two. So if you get sets, you're buying two. Like the Batman stuff. Oh my gosh. Those are in blister cards. I'm like, it sucks. But those sets, sometimes they run around, 80 to $100. I like 5 points, but I much rather have this kind of stuff. Or if they just put them in a box. So this one, single release, $22. I said yes. So I got this. It looks cool. It's available for pre-order. I know you don't really get down with this stuff, but I thought it was cool. And I can't remember if we talked about this the last show. Conan.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he waitlisted. This is a while ago, but
No?
But yeah, he's waitlisted. I do believe Samurai Jack is still available. Oh, let me get you. I ordered Crystal Ball again. Did you get this? Crystal Ball?
I did not pre-order it today. Probably regret it later on, but I did not pre-order it today.
Yeah, man, that was one that it went up and it sold out like really quick, and it hasn't been available for months. And I was worried. I think part of it's FOMO, but I got that one, and then I think the only one I might be missing is that Kibby guy, the
Yeah.
breaker one. Him, wife told me she wants it. Probably at a guy's warehouse. But did you see the Hot Toys Stitch? I did not. We'll take a look at that in a second. Remind me about that. But yeah, this is waitlisted. We just talk about this. This is the 112-day stuff, kind of backtracking. But these are all the stuff. But if you look at it, I don't see the biker. Do you? So we got some bonus items.
Are you saying the biker's on the list of stuff he's supposed to get?
Well, actually, he did. Because that's the 112-day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, got Doc Knock. Where is Doc Knock? Maybe it's kind of hidden. Maybe that was the 12th one. Decapod, Dick Tracy, I saw that. Blake, I saw that. Turtles, I saw that. Casey Jones, I saw that. Spider-Man. Yeah, so those are the ones that are missing. But yeah, he got them all. That's a nice haul, bro. I would wait 5 months for that, but But again, if you have
Tracy and was it Flat Tops on the other side?
he's got flat tops on the other side of the Dick Tracy one, and then that's the blank over there.
So would that count as one figure? Or does that count as two?
I guess it depends on how you look at it. Like when I'm doing totals at the end of the year, I just count the sets. So like the turtles, that's just one set. I don't count individual figures, but I guess you could. But that's a lot. I mean, I know what you're saying because it's two. A Decapod has two in there as well.
Oh, so you got 13 on 112 day. That's a score.
Well, turtles, right? So turtles, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, I didn't think about the turtles back there. Oh man, that's a heck of a haul. What a great price. What a great
16.
price.
16 figures? 17 figures?
What a great price.
Yeah, for free. No, you didn't have to pay shipping, bro. You had to wait a little while, but you still got it. And then I think that was pretty much it for that. While I'm doing that, I'll look it up. Like I said, short show. I mean, if you take the stoppage time from even with the mess up, it's 47 minutes. So I have something I want to chat with you about, and everybody else too. I really want to hear, because this has happened to me probably 3 times this week, and I need to know how to handle it.
Uh-oh.
It's not bad. It's good. It's good. I'll look up the Hot Toy Stitch while we're doing this. Okay. We've kind of talked about this before, but times have changed, right?
Right.
And then also, I felt there was some layers to this conversation. So I had a friend, they went to IshCon. I had 2 friends actually. Went to IshCon and they picked up a figure for me there. And they said, hey man, I was able to get it. It was this much money. I said, hey man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I was like, let me know your PayPal. I'll send you the money. He's like, yep, no problem. And I'm thinking, I go, this is a convention thing. I was like, shouldn't he get like a little finder's fee or something?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And so I threw extra in. And again, this is nothing against the person because they probably just got the money and said, okay, I got the money. But I sent the money and I was like, transferred. And they say, cool, thanks. I was like, okay, here's my address, and they said, ship it to me, right? And he goes, yeah, no problem. But he didn't say anything. And I go, did I just give him like a cheap, like, finder's fee? It's like, shit. I did, it was like, I was like, oh crap, he didn't even say anything. If it was something good, like, oh man, you didn't have to do that. I'm going to send this back. Or, oh, hey man, thanks for putting some extra inside. There was nothing. And I was like, crap. And then it happened again. Somebody else is doing it. And then I got really lucky. There's a girl, she works at Epic. And you know how I've been trying to get that Universal Monsters record?
Yeah.
I found out today they only made like 900 of them. And they sold them in 3 different parts of the park. So everybody was trying to go grab one. So she works there. She was able to grab me one. And I sent her money yesterday. And I sent her extra, but I sent her extra than I would have sent these other guys. And she didn't say anything. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, am I a bad finder fee person?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
So what's the percentage? Just like tipping, huh?
So here's the thing, like I know conventions are going on right now, and I know that conventions are going to be coming up, and people are going to be going to New York, and they're going to be going to San Diego, and you don't want to make it awkward, right? So, what is a good finder's fee? Do we set like a price point on it? Let's say it's a $30 figure, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you were at the con and there's a $30 figure. You paid for it out of your own money, but you know I'm gonna get you back. You say, hey Paige, I was able to get it. And I go, thanks. Let me know your PayPal. And I send you the money and it covers it. And that's like, yeah, also shipping. Just let me know how much I owe you. Because we're taking care of that later. What would be an adequate amount?
It's a great question. Great question. Yeah, I don't know. You know, when it's like a sure enough friend, like to me, anything that covers it, you know, I'm pretty good. Now that's easy for me to say because here I am, a guy that's never been to a convention, so I really can't speak on that part of it. But you know, there's been other things where I've sold to friends or whatever at cost.
Yeah.
And you know, I've always been pretty big, but with that, I know MC is done things for me, you know, and done that. I had Boba pick up something for me one time. Now you've got me wondering if I
See?
could hear him.
See? It's not like a and so
Yeah.
you know how I asked you about the convention, right?
Yeah.
It's really different. I feel like there's 2 different types of people that go to cons and can get stuff. All right. So
Yeah.
pull back the curtain a little bit. You'll have a person that goes to the convention and pays money and they stand in line. Some of the lines are a little bit longer than others. You
Yeah.
know? Like it all depends on what the exclusive is. I've been in a line with Darius at Bandai and we waited like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were also working there. That's the second component of this, right? So you pay your regular money, you wait in line. Some lines have something, some not, but you might be waiting in line, right? And then sometimes if you are working the event, everybody kind of knows that you're working the event. And so that little 2 to 5 minutes before the show actually opens, you're there because you don't have time to do it during the show.
Right.
And so, but I mean, just for like a regular person that goes to a convention, has to pay money, has to wait in line. You know what? They didn't ask for the money either. You're just giving to them.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, because I did it and I didn't feel guilty about it because I gave extra, but I was like, ooh, is that not a good thing? You know, was it
Yeah.
not a good amount? Because you don't want to abuse it.
Yeah. I'm assuming you got everybody thinking about it now because nobody said anything.
Yeah, nobody said anything at all.
We're all guilty of it. Ooh.
Yeah. There's layers to it. That
Boba
person's
did
not
ask me at
telling
this
you.
last convention if I needed anything, so I guess I didn't do him too bad. However, I did it, or
Yeah.
Boba's just that great of a guy.
And don't get me wrong, these people, none of them asked for it. And if you asked me to go pick up something from, you know, or even if you didn't ask, even if I offered to you and I said, hey, I'm gonna go do this. Do you need it? I don't expect money.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's where the gray area part is. It's like, what do you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
or am I reading too far into it?
No, I agree with you. Because you figure, like you said, you can only, unless you pay for the $800 pass, but even then, you paid $800 to be able to skip line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, even then, it really makes you kind of, when people go to those conventions and buy the extras and mark them up, how much of a markup is it really? And they're still probably not even breaking even. You know what I mean? When you look at what they're paying to get in and everything, you know what I'm saying?
I'll have to disagree.
Well, I mean, it all depends. If you go to New York Comic Con, and I'm not saying that the figures should compensate for your entire experience,
Right.
but like you were saying, let's say you did go right for the weekend, you got $800 just to get in, right?
Well, that's the VIP too. That's like.
Well, I'm just saying if you want to skip the lines and maximize your time, because if you don't do that, what would you say is the average wait time in line?
I think it just depends on where you're going and what the
2 to 3
exclusive-
hours for a popular item, probably.
No, I wouldn't say that because the longest Mezco line that I saw was it was 45 minutes. That, even though that picture that I showed you where it wrapped around the booth twice and then it went to the wall, that was the longest line I've seen. Every other time that I've worked, like, they're pretty proficient. Like we go and we'll have people each one of the corners making sure nobody line hops, and then also that the line is kind of compacted against the booth because you can't have this line because they'll come out, right? And even with that line and all, it was organized. The longest was 45 minutes. On a regular like convention, I would say the max is 5 minutes. It's very efficient because you tell them what you want, and then you pay for it and you're out of there. I mean, I don't, and that's another reason why I don't understand. Besides that one San Diego one, when people say, "Oh, I missed it," I'm like, I don't know how you missed it, because I'll be there, and the first like 2 days I get its preview night and first night, but I'll be sitting there. I go, nobody's coming here to get this stuff yet. I thought there'd be a line like San Diego.
Yeah.
So I would say max, you're waiting at Mezco, like max maybe 5 minutes.
That's really fast. The closest I ever came to a convention was I went to Star Wars Celebration when it was in Chicago.
Yeah.
And Hasbro had an exclusive there. It was Episode 1, Darth Maul, and I believe Qui-Gon. Or no, it was Obi-Wan, maybe. One of those. Obi-Wan, I think. But I remember the line for those two figures. I must have spent 4 hours in line for that. Like it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, after standing in that line, like there was no way I would have, and it was a limit of one per person. So, you could only get one of each. And it was crazy. And it was about 4 hours involved. And there'd be no way I'd be, do that and then turn around and then sell it for retail. Like I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think a lot of it also has to do with who you're getting it for. Like friends, I think it's a different category.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've never bought something for somebody that I didn't have a connection with.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know, not to sound jaded, it was more of like, if I've never heard of somebody and they're like, "Hey man, can you pick it up?" I'd be like, I just can't do it, man. Sorry. So here's our first one. I would say $5 to $10. Okay, I feel better. I gave $7.99. Just kidding. I gave $10.
Right in the middle. Yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah, well, no, I was like, how what would be good? And I gave $10 to both of them, and then the other one, the album, I gave her 15. I like I like it even numbers. So if it was 145, I'd probably do 150. Yeah, small gesture, but I don't think it's really needed. I don't either. I think that's the weird part about because you want to take care of your friend, but you know that your friend's not expecting it or even asking it. But it would just be something I would want to do because they did either wait in line for how long, you know?
Yeah.
So he's the only one to answer. So I guess we're going 5 to 10 from now
Yeah. Yeah.
on. Yeah. What is it? What is it? I'm trying to think. Oh, that was the other part of this. I do believe in markers though. Like if
Markers.
some, yeah, like it's funny, like John Wick marker. If someone does
Oh,
something for you, it's like it's not expected or anything else like that. But I've told a couple people, yeah, I owe you, man, for doing that for me
yeah.
because you sometimes you wouldn't have been able to do it. So, and it just keeps everything kind of cool. Um, do you have like personal guidelines for hookups? Like, do you have any, or is it just hey, yeah,
Do I know? No. Like I said, I don't. I haven't. Just that Star Wars celebration is the only thing that's close that I've come to, and you've hooked me up.
no, you've hooked me up plenty of times, like a few times. Yeah, I know I'm probably just reading into it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it today, and I was like, you just want to take care of people because especially now, I think that things are gonna be so much harder to do, and it's nice to be able to have people. I think people are gonna need people in your collecting circles more, you know.
Good.
Yeah, and
Good. As
so
production numbers start to drop.
yeah, companies start just probably going out of business. You want to have whatever means that you have to be able to get whatever you're trying to get. And
Yeah.
that's like part of it, networking and stuff. But you want to make sure you take care of people even they're not just raking them over the coals for no reason.
Yeah. Have any
Uh, I,
of you about the Gentle Giant thing?
I
The
saw that
Diamond
too.
Foot Gentle Giant.
Yeah, I aren't they? So are they going out of business or is it how are they
Well, that's what
doing?
I would like to know. I was wondering if there's been any more details. Are they
I
going
could
to
look.
just, is NECA just going to produce items in their own factories and just slap their name on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll look that up in a second. This was this Hot Toys Stitch. Wow,
Is it a one of one? Like,
is it?
not one of one. I should say 1-to-1 scale.
More details. Oh, hey, it's Andrew. So yeah, he says it's 225 NRD, $25. I can see that happening a lot more now. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, group sellers and stuff like that. They're not gonna want to take risks and everything, and so everybody that's been, getting on to like, I've heard a lot of stuff about Big Bad lately.
Yeah.
Man, people are like really, they're not happy with them. I don't, what? I think that's gonna go across the board. You're gonna have more companies doing that. But this is next year, 225. It doesn't say anything. I guess it's pre-order, so I'm
If
so
it's big
glad.
like the Grogu one, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It looks oh wow, look at he's posable. Look at that. Must be a seamless body. Just kidding. I am so glad that I don't collect Hot Toys.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks really good, but it's just double the space. I don't know where I would even put this.
Oh, he's
Look
the
at yeah. I mean, like you said, it does look like it's 1-to-1, right?
yeah.
Articulated ears. Articulated mouth.
That's pretty cool.
come on. With a mannequin here, we don't do centimeters.
How
It
many
looks
centimeters was it?
it's 39.
39 centimeters. Was it 2.54 centimeters per inch? So how many is that? Who's got the calculator out?
Yeah, I don't know. I just go to Google and I put
About
it in.
16 inches tall.
Yeah. I need this to go next to my Grogu and baby Beetlejuice. Oh, baby Beetlejuice would be cool. Yeah, man, this looks good. I'm just I'll admire from afar. Because
15 inches tall.
jeez.
So that wouldn't be quite 1-to-1. I think it'd be a little bit bigger if he was life size.
Yeah. So what's the gentle giant stuff you said?
Yeah,
Gentle-
Gentle Giant and what was it? Gentle Giant and Diamond Select got bought by NECA.
Oh, they did. How does that work?
I don't know. That's why it's going to be interesting. I'm assuming at that point NECA's just buying the names, which just gives them all the rights for the the licenses and things that they own. Because I don't think it was that long ago when Diamond bought Gentle Giant. I don't think they've owned him for that long. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but
So again, this isn't like anything official. I should have went to their official site, but started with a General Giant for almost 20 years now, and then they bought Giant. I still do. Oh, so here's another story about somebody that worked with them as a freelancer, and now they're out.
yeah. See, so that's why I was. So all of the Diamond people will be unemployed. I would assume they're just buying the name.
Wow. Well, we kind of talked about that in our chat too. I'm surprised that a lot of companies don't do collaborations now, especially with what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the joke I made? Oh, like it was a KFC and Pizza Hut.
yeah.
It could make for some good collaborations though, because I mean, you had Mythic Legions. They worked on Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it could open up some good stuff. I don't see anything else about this. This is all 2003 stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I know, what was it? Diamond was, they were supposed to be, filing for bankruptcy. Hey, buy me toys.
Buy me toys.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Oof. It's gonna be, oh, here it is. Pixel Dan. Oh, this is 2019. Come on, Paige. Yeah, it's
Also, that's probably when Diamond bought Gentle Giant, probably.
yeah.
It was probably 2019.
Private group. Yeah, I don't do a lot of these groups. Yeah, looks like they purchased them and stuff. It's gonna be something different, man. That's all I had. Do you have anything you want to talk about or chat? Do you guys want to look up anything and talk about anything? Apologies for the technical difficulty. I'll try to work on that a little bit this week and try to figure out exactly what's going on, because I don't know why this keeps messing up.
Yeah.
And obviously it's going to keep doing that, and people are going to drop off because it ruins the flow of the show. So I apologize. We'll figure this out. You had anything?
No, all's quiet over here.
Yeah, maybe there's paternity. Hold on a second. Let me look up something really quick. Because I saw a bunch of stuff. Oh, I had an idea for next week. If you guys want to do it, because we're kind of in the halfway point.
Echo.
It won't even go down. There we go. It's turning up my volume right now. I turn it down, and it's turning up my volume right now. I turn it down.
That's funny.
Somebody's on their computer. They are. Anyway. It won't mute it. That's all right. After the show, I'm coming to look for you. I will find you. It was a nice joke to do it on when I was live. I will find you. I have a certain set of skills. Let's see. Who's good like Preternia, right? He's pretty good. Preternia. If there's anything I missed, I'm trying to look and see. Oh, that was something because you did tell me about that. Hold on. Here you go. So evidently this is coming out early too. Thank you to Preternia.com. Go check out his channel. So this is evidently coming out like earlier.
Yeah, Big Bad's got it already.
Yeah, you said in stock, right?
Yeah.
So that could be shipping out. Originally it was supposed to come out when in August or something.
Yeah, I want to think it was mid-July, August, somewhere in there. But yeah, it's quick turnaround. You figure we just pre-ordered it? Was that a month ago? It wasn't long ago.
Yeah, we just complained about this.
Yeah, we just pre-ordered that not long ago.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this one, like it gets in hand, and because I noticed with Maximum Spider-Man, I mean, it had all that stuff, and now people getting it in hand, and it's like flooding the feeds, or at least it was, and most people seem pretty happy with it. But this is going to be coming out, and I think MC and I ordered it. I can't remember. Did you grab this for me?
I got it coming. Yeah.
Okay, good. Play party. Oh yeah, that's coming out. Crystal Ball. I'm trying to think what
Bushy
else.
Hulk play party.
Yeah, I want to see how they do that. It's gonna be interesting. I saw this. I have no idea, but it seemed like a lot of people going crazy over this. Like this McFarlane Dark Ages Doomslayer.
Yeah.
I saw this a lot in the feed. And it looks cool. That was pretty much it from this week.
I'd love to see McFarlane's like project, whatever he uses, like if he's got like a whiteboard or whatever to like track all his projects. Like I'd love to know what that looks like. Like how many projects does he have going at any one given time?
I think he has just a bunch of projects on the board, and he's just like,
it's got to look like that whole, maybe it was that the whole Beautiful Mind thing. We just got all over the wall. Yeah, everywhere. Crazy.
He probably does this. He probably just goes like this and goes.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing this quarter. We're doing that, and it's like 50 figures. I don't know what people are gonna do when he stops. It's
crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna be missing like gaping holes and stuff like that. That was on sale. I saw that. I didn't get this at all. There's so much coming out. I can't even remember what I skipped and I missed on. This actually looks really good. I mean, I like both of the figures. I think I'm gonna grab this. Hopefully it's still available. I think it's in my cart. But that's it. Yep. Maximum Hawkins. This. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I did see Darius took a bunch of pictures of this. This thing's huge. Did you hear about this? It's like almost 11
I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah. Brickzilla. And that's it. Yeah, I guess we got pretty much everything. What is this? General Giant? Or
just Mondo, isn't it?
Yeah. Holy crap.
Heard that thing's $359 shipped.
Oh my god. Yeah. $280. It's only open for 10 days.
Oof.
This looks really good.
Their stuff looks pretty good. It's just so big. You know how you talk about trying to find space for 112 stuff? Like, how in the world do you find size for or place for the 16 stuff? Like, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean about Hot Toys. Hot Toys
Yeah.
looks really good. I if I had a bigger house and a bigger room with cabinets to display it.
Yeah.
How do you shoot that stuff?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You need a lot of space.
yeah, you need a lot of space, but your the shots would be really good because it's so detailed. And oh my, I
Uh-huh.
can't imagine macro shooting a hot toy. That would
Right.
be
You really
awesome.
get in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I might go over to their booth.
Look at the
If
cuticles.
I would, man. Can you
Yeah.
imagine like this kind of stuff? Like
Yeah.
I don't think I can. I don't know if I can zoom in if it'll let me, but but yeah, stuff like I mean, just looking at this,
Yeah.
I bet you there's texture on the face. I mean, oh yeah, nails, green. I have a field day on this. If I go to a convention, I might try to like go to like Sideshow and go over there and just do it just for
Yeah.
fun. But I mean, it would be great to shoot it. But another thing is that your dioramas. I mean, your dioramas, all of them would have to change
Oh
because they're
yeah.
not. Yeah, you're not in scale.
Yeah.
And then it would offset too, because you're like got this nice figure, but you got this crappy brick behind it. So it has to be like, oh and yeah, that's out of the league, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, good stuff, lots of stuff, expensive stuff. That's about it. I think we hit everything, and we kept it under an hour. If you shave off like 20 minutes from all the
Yeah.
technical difficulty, we kept it under an hour.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Cece, you are accepting vehicles, right?
You said accepting?
Yeah, you're accepting vehicles, right?
Yes. Yes. If anyone has a jet they'd like to donate, I'm your guy. Let me take it off your hands.
Yeah, or or a gridiron, hound
Oh
or
yeah.
shadow hound. You'll keep it, but it'll be everybody.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Appreciate everyone enduring with us. I will make a note and improve next time. This is amazing that this thing does this, but I'll figure it out. So thank you guys very much for kind of just bearing. Thank you, CC, for seeing the ball on the 5-yard line, picking it up and running it in for us.
Yeah. I got your back. I got your back.
Imagine if you weren't here. It's just
Yeah.
a blank screen. So yeah, appreciate it. Thank you everybody for showing up. Oh, the idea. Sorry, really quick before we go. The idea for next week. I was thinking, I know that the State of the Union address is more of a beginning of the year that lays out what to be expected, So we
Mhm.
can't call it like the State of the Void address. And I couldn't think of anything else. Like speech wise, what do presidents do like for speeches? Not saying I'm a president, just kind of keeping with that thing. Where you're doing, it's not a congressional address, a collector's address. How about that?
Okay. I like it.
So we're about halfway through the year. And I wanted to kind of get our thoughts on like, we're at the halfway point, like what figures kind of stand out this year for us,
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's in June. July is San Diego. I personally think that they'll be there, but maybe we could talk about that too, like what we'd like to see. It's so far out that, like prediction wise, it'd be kind of cool to hear what everybody says.
Yeah.
But yeah, just highlights and stuff like that for half the year so far. What we think, not just with Mezco, but other lines too, of course. That sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
Good. And hopefully we'll have MC back. He's busy working, man. A lot of work. So hopefully he'll come back. That's all I got. You got anything?
Nope. That's it.
All right, take us out. Let's go.
Remember to help control the pet population. Please have your pet spayed or neutered.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. You guys take care. Have fun. Play with your toys. Bye-bye.